Hello, everyone, and good evening to us. Please, can someone confirm that you can see and hear me clearly? We can just make use of the chat box to indicate that you can hear and see me as well. Amazing. Yes, we can. Thank you so much, Mercy. Thank you, Shalom. Thank you for the feedback. This is exactly 401. And my name is Favor Olenlua. I'm a programs associate at Tech for Dev. And I'm using this avenue to welcome every single lady September edition of the Open Day program. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean, we should just be able to light the room up already. I can see chats. I think we can do better. Shortly from now, I need to have us introduce ourselves. But before then, we're also giving time for more people to join. We have our panelists on the call already, and any moment from now, it will just be about listening to them. So I can see a lot of comments. Hi, Shalom. Thank you so much for the feedback. Hi, Mercy. Hi, Shanivia, Ugochukwu, Precious. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing, amazing. So this is 402, and normally we would start immediately. But I'm just using this opportunity to maybe stall time to give that young lady or that woman the chance to join today's session so that we can all benefit from it because there's a whole lot to be learned. There are a lot of tips that you want to tap from. There are a lot of people that you want to listen from. We have like the best professionals in the field that you can even imagine. So let's just get prepared. If you're not with your notes, please let's prepare it somewhere because as much as possible, we're going to be going over a lot of tips, a lot of helpful quotes, as well as impactful stories that will help shape our journey as well. So welcome once again to the September edition of the Women Techsters Open Day. I'm so excited. I really cannot even show so much right now. And I believe that we should be as well. So right about now, I think I will just take introductions across board. So I want to know everyone on the call. What is your name? What country are you joining in from? And what are you looking forward to in today's session? What are you hoping to learn? And maybe something around your preferred learning track. What learning track you take has just caught your attention and your interest, and you're looking forward to pursue that field. So, just a brief introduction. My name is Favor Olenwa, like I mentioned, and I work with the programs team at Tech for Dev. I am drawn towards data analysis, and I am looking forward to hearing from the speakers today. So, following that pattern, I would like to meet every one of us on the call. Just introduce yourself. I'm waiting to get feedback. And just to be clear, can we still hear me? Okay, amazing. I see Mercy's comment already. Hi, Mercy. You told me just your name. Nothing about your country, nothing about what are you looking at learning from today's session? What tip are you looking at picking from today's session? So I want to see more comments from us. I want to see more comment from us. Amazing. I think I'm getting comments. Oh, my name is Loretta Ugochukwu from Nigeria. I'm looking forward to learn more on data analysis. Fun fact, we have both a data engineer and a scientist today on the call. We also have a product designer and a product manager. So there's no restriction or limit to what we're going to learn today. So I really want to see more introductions aside from Ugochukwu and Messi. Amazing, Ugochukwu. That's great news. Okay. I am Rotimi Comfort from Nigeria. I am looking forward to learning data analysis as well. Beautiful. I am Amarachi from Nigeria. I'm hoping to know how to go about being a UI UX design. I'm Precious from Emboy State. This is going really fast. Lillian, joining from Zimbabwe. I'm a software development enthusiast. I'm not going to say we left software development out because one of our speakers actually have background in that field. My name is Sheniva Abagi. I work in the humanitarian sector. I am looking to start my journey in technology. It has always been my passion, and this will be a great start for me. Amazing. I feel so excited that you were able to join today's call. I see that we have a lot of feedback coming in and left and right. I'm Augustine from Ghana. I'm looking forward to learn more about software development. I am Uwakalo Favor. I look forward to getting more knowledge in product management. I am Sarah from Tanzania, and I'm looking forward to learning software development. Currently taking bachelor course in engineering of cybersecurity. Beautiful. Anyone that's not dropped comment, I believe you don't want me to meet you. I will be selfish with my name next time as well. I see someone say my name is Rita Honora. and she's looking forward to learning cybersecurity as well. I'm Precious from Nigeria, Ebonyi State, precisely looking forward to learn more about product design. That being said, okay, I am Shalom from Nigeria. Looking forward to learn. My name is Benita from Kenya. Looking forward to learn more on cybersecurity. I'm still going to take more introductions, but before we start, we are going to be having a speech. Our executive director in person of Oladiro Oladipo is represented on the call by the business manager at Tech for Dev in person of Omolade Ladipo, and she will be taking the open address by representing our executive director. So I will just hand over the floor to Omolade, and I will be back to get to know almost everyone on the call. Hi, Omolade. Good evening. Are you there?
Hi, Favor. Good evening. Thank you very much. Just like Favor had mentioned, my name is Omalade Ladipo, and I'm a business manager at Tech for Dev. And also, I'll be representing our executive director in person of Oladiro Ladipo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from everywhere that you're joining from. And I will just go to give the welcome address for the Women Techsters Open Day. So once again, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining the September edition of our virtual Women Techsters Open Day program. I'm super excited to have everyone here, wonderful women from across Africa. I could see people from Nigeria, Ghana, and join us today to learn about how to pursue their interest in technology. I would especially like to also welcome you all as prospective women techsters who have joined us today to learn about starting a career in tech through our Open Day program. In our usual style, I'll just quickly run through some recent highlights from our Women Techstars program and Tech for Dev in general. In August 2024, Tech for Dev launched the first edition of the Developers Foundry, which is an intensive one-year fellowship funded by the UK International Development Office. This program is designed to support tech talent with with the knowledge and skills to upskill and build advanced level competence. This fellowship program is completely free and it is available to tech talent in Nigeria, Ghana, and Sierra Leone. Unfortunately, the call for application for this particular program has closed. So if you're looking to join in, you might have to wait up until next year. This fellowship requires applicants to have between 2 to 3 years of experience and be passionate about building their technical expertise through practical based learning in preparation for advanced roles within the technology job market. With the call for application process completed with over 1,000 entries, the technical assessment stage is currently on and successful applicants will be notified. Moving on from our Developers Foundry program, we opened the call for application for our Women Techstars Bootcamp Core 3.5 in June, and we received 4,262 applications from women across 22 African countries. After a rigorous screening process, we are pleased to announce that 2,343 women have been accepted into the program, and they would go on to receive training in cybersecurity, data analysis, product design, product management, and software development. Since the inception of the Women Techstars Fellowship, we have recorded numerous success stories of women, mothers, daughters, wives, students, and even workers who have defied the odds and paved the way for themselves in the ever evolving technology space. As such, last year, we opened the call for applications for the 2024 Women Techstars Fellowship, and we admitted 2014 women into the fellowship program. To mark the culmination of the Women Techstars Fellowship 6 month training program in June, we held the virtual career week and job fair, and we recently just concluded the economic empowerment phase, where we onboarded 1,612 fellows in the program from our 22 African countries of reach, which are Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, Egypt, DR Congo, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Madagascar, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Algeria, South Sudan, Morocco, Angola, Mozambique, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Rwanda, Gambia, and Botswana on different pathways covering the volunteering track, the entrepreneurship track, freelancing, and internship, with feature training sessions from Bodam Taiwo, who is the head of Portfolio Bond and Connect, Nigeria. We also got representative from Chizaram, who is the head of engagement at the African Plan Foundation, Sarah Obadino, head of people at Duplo, Sarah Yaya, president of Mandela Washington Association. Women Techstars Women Techstars is made possible through our organization Tech for Dev, and I'll just go on to talk about Tech for Dev a bit. So, Tech for Dev is a non-profit organization that creates access to decent work and entrepreneurship opportunities and platforms for Africans through digital and technology skills empowerment and advocacy. Our vision at Tech for Dev is to equip Africans with digital and life skills that foster economic prosperity, financial freedom, and sustainable development. Women Techstars is an initiative of Tech for Dev, and the aim is to bridge the digital divide between men and women in the technology ecosystem. Through our pilot program, which is the Nigerian Women Techstars, we enabled almost 3,000 women between the ages of 16 to 40 across Nigeria over a 3-year period to ignite interest in pursuing careers and businesses in technology. Driven by the success stories of numerous women from Nigerian Women Techstars program like Fatima, Tomi, Patience, among others, we carved a new ambition and dream to replicate this model across Africa, hence why we are in 22 African countries, providing more women access to opportunities to launch careers and businesses in technology. Our dream by 2030 is to reach 5 million women in Africa by empowering them with the knowledge and skills to partake in the technology industry in Africa and the world at large. We believe that empowering change for women across Africa, as well as providing them opportunities to access employment and entrepreneurship, would help achieve a 50-50 male to female ratio balance in the technology space. The Women Techstars Open Day is a monthly virtual program organized for women across Africa to learn about leveraging the power of technology to start and advance their careers and create technology and technology enabled businesses. The Open Day is an opportunity for women to interact with other successful women. And I'm sure that as Favor had done on the call, she had introduced, or she will be introducing again, the wonderful and successful women that we have as our speakers on this call, who have built careers or businesses in technology over the years. And they would go ahead to share their personal experiences, speak about possible career paths and business opportunities, and help women appreciate the importance of acquiring digital and deep tech skills in this digital age. I'd like to appreciate everyone once again for being here today to commence your journeys to becoming women in tech, and to say a special thank you to our guest speakers, Timi, Jokotade, Phoebe, and our moderator, Mary Jane, for taking out time out of their very, very, very busy schedules to share stories on their journeys as women in tech. I look forward to a wonderful conversation. Thank you, everyone, and welcome once again. So over to you, Favor.
Thank you so much, Omalade. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, After the welcome address delivered by our business manager, yeah, Omalade Ladipo, we'll just move straight to a video introduction. But before I move straight to that, I got more comments from members on the call. I see someone from Libya, someone from Lesotho. Okay, I just wanted it to be fair to read most comments that I see. I'm Joaline from Lesotho, and I'm looking forward to learn more about data analysis. Welcome. I'm Halistia from Tech for All project for women, girls, and selected people living with disabilities. We sincerely desire to learn more about the ecosystem and how it concerns women and girls. I am James from Nigeria, currently based in Libya, and I'm looking forward to know more about data analysis. And Sigis needed to ask that what about Ethiopia? Definitely, Ethiopia is one of the countries that we are deeply rooted in as an organization. So welcome on the call once again, everyone. Shanivia, can people outside Africa join? I'm from South America and I would like to apply. I'm not quite sure which of the programs, but we'll definitely have like a Q&A session where you can ask most of these questions. Thank you so much once again, Omolade, and it's nice getting to know everyone on the call. So now I'm just going to play a video of a women texter alumni, a person of Fatima Ahmed. So you can just give me like a thumbs up or maybe in the chat say that we can see my video. Thank you everyone. Just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. I believe that someone has been encouraged from the. Oh, amazing! We all didn't hear anything. Please, Esosa, can you help me confirm that? Beautiful. So I'm just going to play that again.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything also.
Oh, amazing. I didn't get that prompt early enough. Sorry, please. I'll just take that again. It is essential that we do. Apologies, everyone. Forgive me. Okay, someone said, but we followed the subtitles. So should we just move, or what do we think? I'm new here. No audio, yes. Anyways, let's just take the video again. Apologies to my moderator behind the scene. Apologies for eating into your time. Okay, amazing. A lot of people said they were able to follow with the subtitle. I apologize for that once again. I am a community manager in blockchain education community in Nigeria, focused on increasing man tech power in Africa. I wish to expertise in product design, that's UI UX design. Beautiful. Okay, amazing. We'll just take the video again. Apologies for the delay and the fact that we could not hear properly. Please just pardon me for that. Yeah, I think we'll just do that again.
My name is Fatima Ahmed. I'm from Ilorin, Kwara State. I studied chemistry from the University of Ilorin, but now I'm a woman in tech. Getting a job in Nigeria is very difficult. After my National Youth Service program, I was at home for like 5 to 6 months, writing CVs, applying for jobs, and the highest I got was callbacks, which was talking to a friend about the difficulties of getting a job in Nigeria, and he was telling me about the opportunities in tech. Coincidentally, at that time, another friend of mine was telling me about how she went to the Nigerian Women Techsters program, where she learned how to code and build websites. Seeing what she could do, the training was for 12 weeks. I learned technical skills, building websites, writing codes. I also learned soft skills, communicating effectively, working in teams. It made me more effective. Coming for the training, I just felt that, okay, I'll just learn some new skills, then have to go back home to apply for other jobs. But during the training, I started getting a lot of job opportunities, and here I am today. I have a good job, and I am glad I took the bold step to come for the Nigerian Texas training. I currently work as a technical support engineer and tech expert where I provide cloud-based solutions. I want to use this opportunity to encourage other young women out there who are looking for jobs to empower themselves with tech skills and take advantage of opportunities like this.
With partners like Microsoft, we've been able to train over 2,475 women in coding and deep tech skills across 12 states in Nigeria. And all this training was done for free. Over the next 10 years, we will train 5 million women across Africa by 2030. And we're looking for partners who could join us on this journey.
Beautiful. I hope we're all able to follow through. Oh, thank you. Amazing. Thank you for the feedback. Amazing. Fatima Ahmed is just like every lady on the call. And I believe that we all deserve a chance to put our foot forward and explore other parts with emphasis on tech based off the organization. Welcome once again, everyone, to the call. And without wasting much of our time, I would like to introduce our speakers as well as our moderator for today. But I don't want this code ambience when I start doing that. I want us to be really, really excited. I want us to appreciate them and just welcome them on board. So I will start with the first name I have on my list in person of Timi Oluyinka. So Oluwatimilei is a seasoned software and data engineer with over 7 years of professional experience. Her expertise spans diverse industries, including e-commerce, education, and healthcare, where she has engineered APIs for several business applications, managed large-scale data sets, and implemented efficient, scalable data solutions. She obtained a bachelor's degree in computer science from Redeemers University, Ede, Osun State, and immediately after began applying as technical skill at a tech consulting firm in Lagos, Nigeria. She most recently worked at Konga e-commerce group as the sole data engineer, where she ensured business growth by providing and delivering reliable and relevant data to analysts and business executives. Currently, she's researching cutting-edge data processing techniques in computer science at Covenant University or OTA. Sorry. She provide management of biological and genomic data that facilitates the growth of personalized medicine for the treatment of known and unknown human-related diseases, including cancer. With dedication to grooming the next generation in the field, Timmy grooms and mentors beginners and intermediate level data engineering and bioinformatics aspirants, both personally and so with so much delight in our hearts, I would like us to welcome Timmy on board. Hi, Timmy. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, amazing. Hi, Timmy. It's so great to see your face.
Yeah.
Hello, thank you so much for joining. Don't worry, you're on the spotlight right now, but let me just introduce every other person so that they can come share the screen with you. Thank you so much for being a part of this, Timmy. So the second speaker we have is in person of Adewale Jokotade, an experienced and highly experienced senior product and UI UX designer based in Lagos, Nigeria, with a proven track record of delivering user-friendly digital products that drive business results. With a strong foundation in user research, prototyping, and interaction design, she excels at creating intuitive and visually appealing interfaces. She's committed to staying up to date with the latest design trends and technologies, applying her expertise to tackle complex design challenges and create effective solutions that enhance user experiences. Her diverse portfolio spans projects in both the United States and Nigeria. Hi, Jokotade. Good evening to you. I don't know if Jokotade. Okay.
Hi,
Hi, Jokotade. Good evening.
good evening. Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for joining. I get to finally see your face. Welcome on board,
Yeah,
Jokotade.
yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, so I will just move to our third speaker for today, in person of Phoebe. So Phoebe Delop is currently a senior data analyst at Women First Digital. She holds a B Engineering in and MSc in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering from Ahmadu Bello University Zaria and University of Lagos respectively. And she's currently pursuing an MSc in Computational Material Science at Malmo University, Sweden. She has over 7 years of data experience, especially in social protection and women SRH. Who says engineering is tough? I've already tried these ones that Phoebe decided to go for. Phoebe, hi, good evening to you.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. Phoebe, I need tips. How were you able to make this decision for these courses? Like these are things that would I normally just finish and run from. And a second master's, wow, commendable. Thank you so much, Phoebe, for
Thank-
joining us on the call. And finally, I would like to introduce our moderator who is going to be handling the floor today. All this I'm doing is just let me just water the ground. I'm the John the Baptist in this situation. So I'll be introducing Mary Jane Adebayo. She is our moderator. And fun thing about Mary Jane is that she's an alumni of the Women Techsters Fellowship Program. So Mary Jane Adebayo is a passionate product manager with deep love for technology and innovation, a first-class graduate of polymer technology, and a proud alumni of the Women Techsters Fellowship, who currently works as a product manager at Credevent Technologies. She thrives on turning ideas into impactful products. She has successfully led teams across a variety of industries, fintech, food tech, prop tech, and crypto, creating solutions that make a difference. One of our proudest moments was guiding our team to win first place at an hackathon, a testament to our leadership and collaborative spirit. For Mary Jane, product management isn't just a career, it is a space where our creativity and drive for excellence truly shines. Hi, Mary Jane. Good evening. I can. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I can see and hear you now. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
So we have all three speakers and our moderator in the building, I'll soon turn on my video and just allow you people to take the floor. But I can see a lot of comments. Wow, beautiful women in tech. Really commendable. I'm inspired. Anyways, I'm not sure if Phoebe you still inspire me. I will still run sincerely. So thank you so much, ladies, for deciding to be a part of this. We all are looking forward to learning from you. And at this point, I'm just going to drop the mic and hand over to Mary Jane. Please, the floor is yours. And to everyone on the call, please, we are going to have a Q&A session, most importantly. So let's ensure that we're jotting down those things that we need to know. I introduced Timmy to be a data engineer, but with a background in software engineering. Mary Jane is a product manager. Adewale Jokotade is a product designer. And Phoebe is also a data analyst. Yes, with over 5-7 years experience. So I'm very sure that they have like a wide range of responses to your questions. So please let us take notes and just listen accordingly so that we'll be able to know the things that would like them to touch in the process. So over to you, Mary Jane. The floor is yours. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Tech for Dev. Thank you, the amazing ladies that is on this call. Hi everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to meet you ladies. Favor has made some introductions of the ladies that joined earlier and our amazing speakers, Timmy, Jokotade, Phoebe. Thank you so much. So in the comment section, yeah, I want us to, give our energy. We are ready to learn, gain more insight and all of that. Let's put it in the comment section. And also, like Favor mentioned, if you have your questions, please drop it in the Q&A section. So our speakers will, give you a sound response to that. So yeah, let's get into it. So quickly, hi Timmy, hi Jokotade, Phoebe. We're excited to learn from you. Looking at your background and your bio, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so quickly let's start with you, Jokotade, our product designer. Okay, so hi Jokotade, can you hear me? Can you just respond?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, amazing. All right, thank you, Jokotade. So Jokotade, looking back at your early days as a young lady in Nigeria, what would you say sparked your interest in design and technology? So do you have any female, mentor who you're looking up to in the design field, in the tech field? What's inspired you? What's, sparked your interest in the design journey?
Okay, so my story is so funny. So let me just start from here. So I work at when I finish from school, you know how the job is very scarce to get a job. So as soon as I'm finished with my job, so it's so hard to get a job. I was working as a sales rep in one of the store at ICT City Mall. So I was working there for the meantime. So I just saw a post concerning that, okay, do you want to learn about design? And it's not code. So I was like, oh, I'm interested. I want to learn about design. First of all, I thought it was even like more like an animation design. I didn't even know that I'm going to come and work as a user designer, like user interface and user experience designer. I don't know about that. So when I started learning, then I started to understand, okay, this is what this thing is talking about. So I came in as like animation. I just want to, at that moment, you want to just leave this you want to just leave this job. I'm so eager to just get this job done. I want to leave this job. I'm tired of the job. I want to work in the tech space. So when I get there, first, my passion was, I want to just learn this skill so that I can get away from this job. I like there's this story about there's more feed because there's more feed is already feed up. There's no more feed again. There's no space like to get a job very hard. But they say, okay, this tech space, there's more opportunity for you if you become a tech person. So that's when I was able to start learning it. As I'm learning it, first of all, I don't even have passion. That was the first thing. I didn't have passion. My mind was I just want to get a job. I'm tired of my job. That was the first thing I have in mind. So as soon as I was just learning, then I understand that, oh, this user experience and user designer is so different from what I was thinking. I was thinking I'll come and do animation. Like I like cartoon a lot. So I think I'll come and be doing learning it. All I first thought. So later I started, oh, this is talking about is about more of a mobile, like we use application every day. We have Instagram. We go to the web every day. We browse. So this thing is done. There's a process before you get to this stage. And these are done by people. And that's why I able to understand that me as a designer, I was able to learn from, I'm part of the people that will bring out this product out there. First, we are more like architecture for it, because what are we doing? We are the architecture of design. So what we do first to, we are the one that are going to do this design first, then the developer will not develop it. So that's just like more of my journey into designer. That was 5 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So, who would you say was the lady you're looking up to in the design sector, in the UI UX design system? Who would you say, oh, I mean, this lady inspires me?
Okay, so what do you say again?
When you were looking into getting into this career, right? Who would you say was your mentor per se on the design field?
Okay. So in getting to this design field, first I just came in as let me just come and get a job. So as time goes by, I started attending a lot of program. There's this particular lady. I think her name is I think I forgot that. I think let me brand. I think her name is Precious. Praise. I say her name as Praise. So the way she talks, the way she embodies this design, I go, this is what I also love to do, because I see how she understands the design and everything. So she's more like someone that I look up to. So as time goes by, as soon as I started joining, I attend a lot of programs. So for me, attending a lot of programs, I was able to explore myself and see other designer out there that I can easily learn from. And that time, I think Figma was just coming in, like coming to Nigeria then. So it was like a big deal then. So from there, there's a lot of program there which I attend. So from there, I was able to go to attend a lot of program and see some Figma leader out there. That this helped me to look as they are doing it. Like I always see myself, God, if you're a senior designer, God, when will I become that kind of thing? So there's this passion for it. Since I started seeing it, once you start attending, it's always good to attend program like this. Like you want to have this passion that okay, we want me to one day, I want to be like this. So that's just how I'm able to see some mentor. Like I'm able to see a lot of mentor out there too. Like even Nigeria, because you have to look at your own. You have to have a mentor based on your background. Like people that are coming from the lowest and get to the top. At least those are people that will push you further. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So, hi, Phoebe.
Hello.
Oh, nice to meet you. Our senior
Yeah.
data analyst. So, looking from your background, right? How has your experience working in the data analysis, has it shaped your understanding of social protection and human health, and what are some key insights you have gained, right, from working on these important issues?
So working on social protection issues for me and also women health issues, especially sexual and reproductive health, and coming from the perspective of a data analyst, it really opened my eye to, the depth or the in-depthness of the systematic inequalities that we have in our society. So you have a lot of marginalized groups that, let's say, people like the poorest of the poorest, people that hardly even have 1 meal a day. You are dealing with pregnant women that are very poor, that maybe received close to no kind of healthcare throughout their terms, or you're even dealing with uh, uh, disabled persons that have no form of healthcare assistance or education. There's a whole lot of it in this when you're talking about social protection. And so working with that kind of data, the kind of data I worked with while I was working with the social protection program, opened my eyes to those kinds of things. And then you begin to see the inequalities, and then you begin to think of what could be recommended to each of these groups, what could make their lives better. And it is all that information can come from data. So you're able to see the information about each of these individuals, their backgrounds, what is their day-to-day living, their assets, different information. Really, it's a very big data set. And so you're able to look at this data and even make recommendations for social protection programs, and even follow up and try to monitor, are these programs impactful? Do we need to tweak it? Do we need to make it better? Are we seeing children going to school more? Are we seeing more school enrollment? Are we seeing more access? Are we, because we had a couple of programs that came from the information we got from data that we tried to ensure that women, especially pregnant and lactating women and children between 0 to 5, were receiving some kind of care. So, you have to still follow up and see the impact of those kind of programs and then say, okay, are we doing well? Are we not doing well? So I just feel data is awesome. Data tells you a lot of things. Data can save a society. Data can change the course of a whole course of a future, really. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Phoebe. Thank you. So I hope our data ladies in the house, hope we're already catching some free info now. All right. So over to you, Timmy, our data guru, our data engineer. Hi, Timmy. Can you are you there? Oh, amazing. So Timmy, for you as a data engineer, so as a sole data engineer at Konga, right? How did you overcome the challenges of working independently, and what lessons can women in tech learn about managing large scale projects successfully? Of course, we know Konga is as a very big industry. So what's your advice generally? What lesson can women in tech learn about, managing large scale projects successfully?
Okay, hi, thank you, Mary Jane, for that question. Thank you. So, managing data sets, large data sets, you'd have to first understand the data you even need to manage in the first place. So, as a data engineer, your job, there are very few in the industry. So, your job is to source for data, know what people want first. Then you source for the data, you transform the data into what you want them to look like, and then you provide the data to maybe the data scientist or the analyst or the business executive. So how do you manage large scale data? First, know what data you are managing. Know if is it an e-commerce data, is it a healthcare data? Just know the data first, understand it. Once you understand it, you now have to understand the people that you want to provide data to. What do they want? If they're asking you for example, how many people bought our products last year, and then you forget to put the year that the product was bought in the table, there is going to be a problem. So understand the kind of questions that your business executives are asking, your data analysts are asking, and then you work with it. You also have to know your basics. Data engineering involves coding. So anybody that's looking for no code, sorry. So data engineering involves coding. You have to learn. There are 3 major programming languages using data engineering. So you have to learn 1 or maybe 2 of them. And then you have to also understand the processes involved, the basics of everything, so that you can grow with it and make use of the tools that your organization offers and then provide the data. So as a woman in doing anything data engineering in any very large industry, make sure the very, very most important thing to do is to understand your data. That is the very first thing I must do. Understand who you're working with, understand the questions they would ask, and understand the kind of data that they have. And then I also want to say that you should learn the basics, which is very, very important. You could learn all of the tools in the world. There are different tools that you could use for data engineering. There are different programming languages. There are different modeling tools. But what happens when you take all of the courses, you learn everything on YouTube, you now land your first job, and they say, you're working with a legacy system, we don't have money to pay for all these tools. So just use Windows Vista and get the data ready for us. What are you going to do then? So if you do not know the basics, there is going to be a problem there. So make sure you learn the basics, you understand the basics, and then I think you'd be good to go from there. So first, know if we are working with. Second, learn the basics. Third, I would say you should, because you have learned the basics, right? You should look at other people too who are in the industry and see where they are, what they have done, because referrals are very, very key. They are the ones who will refer you, like Joko Daddy said, referrals are very, very key. They are the ones who will refer you to other places. So if you're not good at what you do, nobody will want to put their names on the line for you. So make sure you also are very good in your skills so that you can get referrals by relating to other people. And I believe you'd be good to, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Timmy. Ladies, I hope you're catching something already, learn the basics and also, hone your skills. If you're doing something, do it well because referral now is the new CV. Yes, referral now is the new resume. That's what you don't know who is in one room that is opportunity. You don't know who is going to speak for you, right? So if you're good at what you do, trust me, the referral is the new resume. So thank you so much, Timmy. Back to you, Jokotade. Hi, Jokotade. So
Hi.
yeah, Jokotade. So looking from your background, you worked on projects, right, across both Nigeria and the US. So how does designing for different markets, right? How does designing for different markets challenge your creativity and what key insights have you gained from, working in this diverse environment?
Okay, so working for a Nigerian product is always different because of the way I work from a US product is different. It based on the way their economies are. It's different from the way we are here in Nigeria. Based on the product I work for, I work on a business projects in US. So understanding that the way they how they collect their how they do their own payments is always just different from the way we normally do in Nigeria. And also based on our I think when we are doing design, we just first of all you just do the writing the word in English. So I think the way we speak our own English is kind of different because we use UK English, so it's different from the way they use US English. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, what do you mean by?" So I don't know. Sometimes I say, okay. They understand that okay, there's this different the way we interpret things are always just different. But the major part is like just you understanding your user because now the world is now thanks I will not say thanks but due to COVID-19 the world have gone like there's this where we can just do interview anywhere I'm in the world, so I can easily just interview user from there. So just for me to understand, I think the best part is just for me to understand what's going on there, so that's the only way I can build a product for them, understanding them, doing the interview, and also doing my own research and also reading because any product you are as a designer, you may find yourself working in the insurance company today. Then you have turned to insurance that you already know that you have to learn what is insurance. So you have to study what is insurance. As an agriculture too, you can if you want to start working on agriculture product now, you have to read more about agriculture and what you're trying to do. So most free for ourselves, we're actually learning each more like you even learning more of that career, even though you study, you have to like study their own career at the whole. So I think the major part is just for you to just understanding your user. That is the major goal, understanding your user, and also doing your research very well, and also make sure you study the field. And also there's some expert in this field already. So imagine okay, there's an example that okay, you say you should come and design a particular thing for tax, or you want to design something for maybe like driving license, or maybe they seize that because at the time I was want to work on a project of okay, if they seize their driving license, how will you communicate to lawyer? So like I was designing it. So you want to understand how the process working like there's a Canada product now to understand how the issue if they give you like a driving license, maybe you didn't meet up or they seize your car, so you have to just do the process of you have to understand the whole process. Okay, if this is your car, who are you going to meet, the lawyer that you're going to meet. So that's those are the things that are going to design that product. You as a designer now, you're designing for 3 people now. You're designing for the lawyer, you're designing for the people that they seize their car. So you're designing it for them. Okay, I want to design this product for them so that they can able to reach out to lawyer and they are hearing on the dates of it. So now I'm not in the field. But now I'm learning it because of I have to understand, I have to design for them too. You as the company, it's like the middle part. They bring the people that need this help with lawyer and also the lawyer. So lawyer they're like two-part people, but we stand in the middle so that at least they will not be like maybe your money, because of your money and trust. So we stand in the middle. So we are not designing 3 products now. So we have to understand each product. So I think just once you understand what you want to do, understanding the product very well, understanding your user, and also understanding the whole aspect of it, and expert on it. Because I'm not a lawyer, I have to talk to the lawyer first and understand, okay, if you go to the court, what is the fine you have to pay? So those are the things. You have to understand each product. I mean, I didn't stay in Canada. I didn't know how, if this is your driving license, how it works. So I have to understand it. So I think the major part is understanding your user. If you can understand it, then you can for
Okay.
them. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jokotadi. So basically, you should understand the market, understand your user, and also understand the products that you're building. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jokotadi. Ladies, I hope you're catching some ideas already. All right, over to you, Phoebe. Back to you, rather. So, hi, Phoebe.
Hi.
All right. So, what would you say, inspired your transition from engineering to data analysis? Because you're an engineering guru. So what inspired you from engineering to data analysis, and how has your engineering background influenced your approach to data science?
Okay, thank you so much for this question. Okay, so first, honestly, was to just improve my employability. So, you come out from school and then everybody's saying, oh, we're going to start working in NNPC, we're going to start working in Shell. But then you know how Nigeria can be. It will shake you and make you face reality. And then you begin to ask yourself questions like, okay, so what do I do with my life? And what other opportunities are there? So those were the kind of questions I started to ask myself. What did I have other than the engineering skills, or what other thing did the engineering experience give me that I could use to leverage other skills? And so I started to ask myself those kinds of questions. And then luckily for me, I was already very good with basic computer applications. And so that was how I was able to land my first job with the Plateau State ICT Development Agency. But now, going into Plateau State ICT Development Agency, it was a really intimidating phase. Why? Because everybody, almost let's say 70% to 80% of everybody there was a computer science graduate. So this one was coding that, this one has experience building a whole lot of stuff. But I think I didn't let the intimidation get to me, because I was coming from engineering. It was a field that you hardly even see girls there. You'd be dealing with guys that their heads is on fire. So I told myself that, oh, okay, so what is here? What are the different fields available within computer science? Interestingly, I didn't start with data science. I started as a front-end developer. So I looked for, okay, what are the programs, what is happening? And I liked to see things happening. I liked the whole idea of the user interfacing experience. So, and then I found HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to come in easy for me. But as time went on, I saw the whole, should I call the big bang of data, happened. And then I began to make more research and find out what it was about. And then interestingly, Excel was a skill I already had. So I just figured, and it was stuff that I felt was easy for me. I don't know, because of the analytical skills that I had were transferable skills from engineering. And you also need to have critical thinking skills as well, because just looking at data and just saying, okay, they told me to could do a pivot table would not necessarily answer the question. You would have to critically look at the data, manipulate the data in a way that could make sense and even help you answer your questions. So, and then that was how my journey started into the field of data science. And here I am today.
Wow, amazing, Phoebe, amazing. So ladies, regardless of whether you're transitioning into tech or you're not yet into tech, just these little tools, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, it will really help. It will help. So if you can get your hands on them, I believe me, you should. Thank you, Phoebe. So back to you, Timmy. So yeah, also for you, Timmy, what sparked your interest in software and data engineering? How did you navigate your journey into tech, especially in industries like e-commerce, education, healthcare? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're asking me for the beginning now. Okay. How did I navigate my way? So I studied computer science. The story of how I got into computer science, a long story. Short,
Oh,
long
just help us to, summarize it and just give us quickly.
Okay, to cut it short, so it was time for jump. I guess I was just told just study computer. They just said computer. So I borrowed a modem, I borrowed a laptop, and then I searched what is computer. I checked, okay, what's computer science? And then I saw it. I saw that that was the first time I ever heard about programming when I was about to write down. I saw that, oh, you had to do with programming and mathematics. Those were the two things I saw. I was already a good math student. So I was like, okay, I can make do in maths. I don't know what programming is. So I got into school. I learned everything computer science, did my 4 years and graduated. So that was what got me into computer science in the first place. And then my first job was a systems administrator. That's another role that is in technology that people don't really know about. I don't know why, but I was a systems administrator intern. That was my first job after school. I did everything, IT support. I did networking. I had networking skills when I did my COS in my third year in the university. So there was the networking skills. I did networking. I did database management. That was also part of what grew my interest in database. But getting into software engineering, software engineering from systems administrator, I it was I don't know how it happened. Well, how it happened was I was working with the database as a system administrator as an intern in my first job, and my boss saw that there was a particular task that was given to my colleagues. I was the only intern, and I was very good with SQL. Well, not very good, but I knew it because of school. So I was able to query the database and get problems solved fast, especially for the finance team. And my boss noticed it one day, and I was like, well, you see me really know SQL. How did I get to know data? I was like, it's school. I learned it in school. So he moved me to the software engineering team in, I think, like after a year afterwards. So, and when I got into software engineering, I did software engineering, the back end and the front end. But then there were some applications, it was a consulting firm, so we're building for different industries, real estate, e-commerce, and a lot of them. So there are some applications that needed, they were collecting data, yes. So there are some applications that needed to be reported to the business people too. And I was the one that knew how to interact with the database very well. So together with my software engineering in that organization, I applied my data engineering skills. So from there, I was reached out on LinkedIn. It was from LinkedIn I got the other jobs that I had, including the job at Konga. And so Konga reached out to me on LinkedIn. Mind you, I did not even have uh, core data engineering, so software engineering experience, but they reached out to me on LinkedIn and then I got my data engineering job at Konga. So my transitioning into technology has been from school right on time, and it worked. So it was really just my skills that spoke for itself in every part of my journey. Uh, yeah, all of the
Wow.
jobs I didn't have to apply for them. Just
Wonderful. Amazing, Timmy. Ladies, you see what I was saying, regardless of whether you are in that field or not, whatsoever it is you're doing, hone your skill in that, right? Don't stay idle, don't sit idle. Even when Timmy didn't know that the SQ is going to, get her somewhere someday. Look at she was already learning SQ, not because she wants to, go that path, but right from secondary school, she was already, learning it. So ladies, please always don't stay idle, please. All right, thank you so much, Timmy. Timmy, thank you. So back to you, Jokota. So Jokotade, as someone who has built a diverse and impactful portfolio, how important is it to, showcase a wide range of work? So generally, how should entry-level designers present themselves to potential employers or clients? How should the upcoming designers, the aspiring designers, how should they present themselves to potential employers?
Okay, as a junior designer at first, you won't have experience of a real application. So what you just do is just to either you look for an application, like for example, maybe you want to go on maybe Instagram now you want to redesign it. Maybe you find a particular issue or a bank app that you're used to. So maybe you find a particular issue. Okay, let me redesign this application. So that's what I did first. I redesigned my first bank application. I redesigned it. I just redesigned it, and I didn't know that it really get a lot of people attention. And with that, just that job designer, people reach out to me on LinkedIn. Oh, so that design that was quite. It was then. It may not be looking so fresh now, but then so they were like, oh, like very, very good. Like that is what that means some of my job. Like so they like design. So what you just do as a designer, you don't have to experience, you don't have to stress yourself in having a real time design. So what you just do just to pick an application. It may not be redesigning. It might be any application, like you want to design a car, or you want to design, okay, we want to design a application that will help maybe people want to contribute money or so. So it may not be that, but redesigning is also good too, because if you're able to redesign, people say, okay, because they already know there is a no product already, and you have to come in to change this, want to upgrade it to a better, people will be so interested. Oh, I know Instagram. Oh, this is what you want to improve on it. Oh, this is one look more better. This is one solving not only the UI part, but also the UX part. You're not just designing just to look appealing, but you want to design to make it very usable. So as a junior designer, you can just redesign, look for application that you want to design, or just pick an application, but make sure that you're solving a problem. That's just the major goal, and you don't have to make it much, maybe just like four, yeah, just four design that you did very well, or just at first you start with two, then as time go by you can have four, then you can easy to apply for job.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Jokotadi. Thank you. Ladies, you don't as a upcoming designer, you don't have to be an expert when you're just starting out, right? You can just do something simple. You can get maybe a app like WhatsApp, you can just clone it and do something. You don't need to, it's okay for you not to be perfect from the beginning. Thank you so much, Jokotadi. So Phoebe, so for Phoebe, with over 7 years of your experience, right, what challenges have you faced working in data, and how have you overcome them to deliver impactful results? I'm sure most ladies on this call have this question. Over your 7 years of working as a data analyst, what challenges have you faced working in data, and how have you overcome them to deliver, impactful results?
Okay, the first that I would say is you would have to know that for the fact that you land your first job, it doesn't mean that you stop learning. So that was one of my rudest awakening. So just thinking, oh, I know how to do code, SQL. When the job comes, there's going to be a particular kind. You see one email, they'll just copy you and tell you, we need this data. And then you realize that you're supposed to keep learning. So that was the first, I would call it challenge, because I didn't see it coming. I thought it was just going to be rosy and all. So that's the first thing. And then as a data analyst, I strongly believe that it is good to have the technical know-how. That is essential. But then your storytelling ability, it has to be top-notch as well. So initially, because I was introverted in a way, I just preferred to be in the background doing all the work. I didn't want to be put out there to show what the data was saying, but that didn't work so well. So I realized that you have to, how like Timmy was saying, she was a front end and a back end, like she was a full stack developer. I think there's a thing, I just tell people that I think there's a thing called a full stack data person. Like, find a way to be all-rounded in a way. Try to find some skills in both data analytics, data science, that is machine engineering. Machine engineering, and then also in data engineering as well. So be able to be all-rounded, so that you want to put your foot out there. You want to keep a lasting memory, or just make your work be very productive the best you can. So try to be able to put your foot out there, learn as much as you can learn, and never stop burning the candles. That is like my best word here.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Phoebe. They say learning never ends, right? Learning never ends. You have to relearn, unlearn, and continue learning, basically, because on the job, a lot of things will smile at you, and you would have questions that you need to answer. Nobody's there to answer it for you. So, ladies, please do not stop learning. Always, always continue learning. So, thank you so much for that, Phoebe. So, Timmy, for you, your current research, right, in bioinformatics tackles cutting-edge data techniques for personalized medicine. So how do you think data engineering can transform the health sector, and what role can women play in this future?
Okay, thank you, Mary Jane. My research. So I'm in the healthcare sector, and healthcare is divided into two. Well, should I say it's divided into two? But there are two major parts. There is the parts where you're interacting with doctors and patients, and they have to use the EMRs, that's electronic medical records, where they'll store the patient's records on the system and the doctor. That's one part of it. I have worked in, that was one of the first places where I worked. But now I'm in the second part of it that has to do with biological data. When you're talking of your DNA, I know most of us would have heard of DNA tests. Yeah, when you're talking of your DNA, your proteins in your body. So that is where I am now. That is what my research is based on. So as a data engineer, then I'm looking at biological data, and I'm seeing what kind of tools would be useful to help solve or to help analyze this biological data very well. How can I tweak this data? How can I transform this data to make it work with the available tool that I have? Or I could do like something I'm currently working on is creating an algorithm that would help analysis of this data work well. So I'm in the biology part of healthcare. I'm a computer science student, remember. I have to learn biology because I'm working with biological data. So yeah, how can women come in? Women, so there are different types of diseases that you could solve, and it all comes from our blood, our DNA. For example, cancer. Cancer stores up things that's not supposed to store up in the body. If you want to come in as a woman, how can you contribute? You can look at things that pertain to women majorly, like breast cancer, for example, like ovarian cancer. You can say, okay, I want to put in my data engineering skills as an ovarian cancer researcher. I want to look at our blood because it is particular to women or something that has happened to you or somebody you know. You could use that, bring in the way you think. The way we think as women is different from the way men would think. Men can look at child delivery and say, it's just to give birth, but you know what it entails because you're a woman. You know whatever it is you're going through entails because you're a woman. So you can bring that thought, you can analyze it the way you would think. And then, for example, there's this, you could be solving a problem that women know how to manage things a lot. And when you're working with data engineering, you have to manage the computer resources you have, the RAM, the hard disk, all of those things. You have to think of how I can best manage this data or best manage this tool to suit the resources that I have. So that's one of our superpowers in quotes. So you could apply all of those things, think about things that are particular to women, and then bring it in. It does not have to be particular to women, it could be general, a general kind of disease like malaria, and you could bring in your data engineering skills and make our world disease free. Yeah, that's how you can be a data engineer.
Oh, wow, look at medicine and tech all in one. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Timmy. So back to you, Jokotade. So it's the design world evolving, constantly evolving every day. So how do you stay up to date with new trends and technology? And what advice would you give young designers on keeping these skills relevant? I'm sure almost all the aspiring UI UX designer on this call have this particular question. What advice would you have for them, on keeping their skills relevant as the design world evolve every day?
Okay. As a junior designer, how do you keep your skill every day? It's just mostly there are a lot of blog out there in which you follow, like you follow there's US Weekly, there's a lot of I think nursing normal group. It's a lot of interaction design. So a lot of organization out there that you just have to follow, and there's always a new trend. But most times, I think design are still like design. Like you don't have to stress yourself most. I think the major part of it is improving the UX aspect of it. Like I always say that the hardest part is okay. What are you building out there? Is it going to be used by who are the people using the application? Is the major issue that okay, I'm building an application that is the issue is not even about the interface as a whole. It's about building a product that people can actually able to use and mostly understanding the user. And again, we find ourselves in a society where in Nigeria sometimes they won't allow you to even do some research because they say we want this product done. They just give you a timeline, but that is there to they hardly invest more on research. They just do it to just go in there and just design. And as a junior designer, at first it can be so very hard sometimes. And again, you should be always open to critique as a designer. You will get a lot of critique because you will design, take your time design. Then you say, what's this? Why is it looking like this? Like the comments you hear sometimes can make you cry. So I'm share a very funny experience. So there's a time that I get my I think my first intern. So I started working on an agency company. So I just work there as an intern. So the critique I'm getting there, I can't take it any longer. One day I just stand up and walk away. And like I can't just no, this is too much. Like, I can't take this. I just walk away. So I think this was last 2 weeks or so. And I went to check the design I made them. I laugh at myself. I said, what? So this is what this design this design I make. Like how in fact I wish I called the boss that I wish I can call him and say, I'm very sorry for working on it because there's no point. What am I designing? What I designed was totally it's not even fine. Like what is this? Then I won't know because I was close-minded. I think I was saying that I was doing my best. Whereas it was I'm not doing my best. That is not it because I remember they said I should design I think it's a cake company, like they want to, the person wants to venture into, it's a website cake company that wants to just design. So the design that I did, it was not even, it's not looking beautiful the way cake company should be. So at that time, I think the mistake I made was I was close-minded. And critique is very painful because you are spend all your time, your night and everything doing something, then you find out that the way they'll say, no, 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 this does not work. So as time goes by, I learn I'm not attached to my design again. So whatever it is, like although there's no how it's not going to be painful. There's no even still I will tell this is not fine, this and this, but what you just take a step back and think, okay, how can I improve design better? Because that's just only the way as a designer. We shouldn't give up on it, and we should also improve
Amazing.
our. I think yeah, we should keep on in the trend. Or you're on Figma, you're on sorry, you're on Twitter, you're on you join community. You see the US community, join it. You're on LinkedIn, follow a lot of designer on LinkedIn. That's another way to stay in trend because you see and you must follow most of these UI organization, US organization, so you can be able to see once they post you're able to see it. Like international design validation now is very big. Like you can learn from it. Then this Nelson normal group, so you can also see okay this is how design is now, or maybe it's a particular trend now. Like example now, say okay button should be on the right now, not on the left. After that kind of trend. So as time goes by, once you're always on social media, like LinkedIn is there for you. Twitter is there for you. So you always see it and say, okay, oh, this is not the new way.
Trend. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you don't have to do this button this way. They don't do button this way again. Or this way, this is how it is. So you as once you are online, it's always there to see it. And mostly, the major part of the design is just the foundation part, understanding user very well, improving how can you improve life, and mostly how designer is very because the part of design is when you want to solve this problem is it can be so stressful. Like most time your head, like you are trying to solve this problem like that. The thinking part is okay. There's okay, you want to design a particular product that can help user do this. Okay, how do you want to design this product? That's where the hard part because you have to overthink. Like the thinking part, the solution part can be so hard for you. So, but how can you able to overcome those parts? okay, you have your competitor out there, you see what they are doing. Okay, I think just take your time. Sometimes you may not get the solution today. So just walk or just relax. And maybe the next day then
Thank you.
you guys
Yes, thank you. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jokotade. Ladies, I hope you're catching it. Please, if you have your question, drop it in the Q&A section. Thank you so much, Jokotade. So please always be open-minded, be open to critics. Of course, you get a lot. You get a lot, and always stay current. Don't say because you are learning, you don't want to you have to interact. You have to interact. Be current with whatever is going on. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jokotade. So, Phoebe, so your current pursuit, right, of your master's in computational material science at Malmo University is quite unique, I'd say. So, how do you see this field, intersecting with data science, and how do you plan to leverage these two areas in your future career? So, just quickly, tell us that our time is almost up, if not up. So, just quickly summarize it for us.
Okay, so I would just say data science is one science that can be applied in a lot of fields. So by the time you understand the science of data, you can use it to optimize processes in different industries. So for computational material science, for me, it is that field that uses advanced modeling and advanced simulation and data modeling. So you bring these two together and then you make predictions about how a particular material can behave. So when you are able to know how the material will behave, you're able to optimize your design. So instead of that ancient or archaic experimental method of doing try and error, oh, let's put this, let's put that. I want to note that material could be anything. Material could be your skin, material could be fabric, can be anything at all. So it gives you that leverage to be able to use the data within that field, create your simulations, build your models using machine learning or whatever models there are, bring those parameters, tweak them, and then be able to make your designs very optimal designs. And I see a very wide prospect for me here. I could go in the area of, currently I'm with Women First Digital. We're currently focused on sexual and reproductive health for women. I could go for materials, so femtech for that. I could go in aerospace. There are lots, there's the prospects are wide, so but it's a work in progress for me.
Thank you so much, Phoebe. Thank you. So Timmy, for you, you have mentioned you've mentored many aspiring data engineers. Yes. So what advice would you have for ladies looking to excel in tech? We have a lot of them on this course. So what advice do you have for them looking to excel in tech generally, and how can they stay motivated and resilient as they build their skills and career?
So like you said, I mentor people, I teach people data engineering and bioinformatics. And one thing I have always noticed is that they are always looking for how to start engineering data fast, or how to start analyzing data fast. And it's like I'm teaching you data engineering, but I have to start somewhere. I have to start with teaching you what Python is, if we're using Python, what SQL is, what is a data structure, all of those things. Learning the background, learning the basics. I think it was Joko that was saying that design is design. Just learn the basics first, then you'll be able to gather. So data engineering, anything you want to learn, really, learn the basics first. Like a child telling you they want to write an essay. Let's say a child of 2 telling you they want to start writing an essay. And you're showing them, okay, this is A, this is B, and they're shouting, no, I don't want to learn ABC. I want to learn how to write an essay. It doesn't make sense. So I would say, first of all, learn the basics. It is very, very important to learn the basics. That's where you'd be able to move forward and work with any trend or any tool that your organization is looking at. So that is my very first advice. Secondly, be patient and make your mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes. Just be patient. You would get there. Continue to learn. Continue to use your whatever device you're using, your our advice is your laptop. But continue to learn. Continue. If you don't do it today, if you do it today and then you leave it for 1 week, and you say you want to come back to it, programming, coding, anything you want to learn, it is the same thing. Doctors cannot say they want to start doing surgery if they have not done surgery in a while. You will not want that kind of doctor to do surgery. So it's the same thing with programming, same thing with anything you want to learn. And then also know that for people that want to transition, I hear people say, oh, I'm in this field and then I want to move into this field. It may be difficult, but I would also say that, let me give an example. You're a customer service representative, but you want to go into technology in itself. Maybe you like data analysts, and you could be a customer service analyst. What you'd be doing is, okay, you've done customer service work already. You understand the customers. You know what they want. You know how to respond to them. You could apply data. You could learn Excel and put in that customer service data and give insights. But data analysis involves way more than designing dashboards and all those things. It makes you have to think. So you already know this. You have the background already. So just apply. If you are using Power BI or Excel or Tableau, whatever you're using, apply it to the data you're getting as a customer service representative and pitch your insights to the business people. You can transition still even within your organization. So wherever you are, if you're a nurse, I have a doctor now that I'm training on bioinformatics. He's a medical doctor. He's in his 50s. Well, he's always saying he wants to get into tech. I said, okay, you already know biology, you know the human body. Let me just teach you the technical tools that you can use to become a bioinformatics, instead of starting again in your CV and saying, oh, I am a data engineer. In what? So you have to learn domain knowledge wherever you are, whether you're in e-commerce, anywhere you are, just now you have to learn domain. So learn the basics, work with what you already have, and apply the skills. There are also a lot more skills than project management. I told you I was a systems administrator. There is networking, there is cyber. I think cybersecurity is getting popular now. There's networking, there's IT support manager. There are a lot of technological skills apart from the software parts that are so popular. So do your research, know what you want, learn this. I hope that answers the question.
Oh, it did. Thank you so much, Timmy. Ladies will be will be going into the Q&A section no moment from now. So like Timmy said, learn the basics, right? Know your skills, and what you have already, you can use it. You can always use what you have already. So, and one thing I would add to that is consistency. Generally in life, you have to be consistent with whatsoever it is you're doing, regardless of whether it is moving or not. Always show up every day. Always show up every day. You never can tell what you're doing. You never can tell who is seeing it, who is looking at you, right? That can always, one day, oh, I used to see this lady, she's good at this. I mean, you never can tell. So always be consistent with whatsoever it is that you're doing. So for Phoebe, what's one advice would you give for, the young ladies on this call who are about to begin their career in tech?
Okay, I would say keep learning. Just keep learning. The possibilities are wide. And secondly, be very confident in your abilities. Do not allow anyone to intimidate you. Just know that you also belong to this field. So don't allow all the technical jargons and codes to scare you away.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Phoebe. Ladies, I hope you picked that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our speakers once again and our host, Tech for Dev, the Women Techsters Initiative. So we'll be taking our questions now. Ladies, drop your questions in the Q&A section so we can, properly treat it. So from Amarachi Okeke, Amarachi says, please, when is the next training for the UI? Okay, Favor is going to answer that. So answer that already. Thank you so much, Amarachi. Favor is going to let us know when there will be another program for that. So okay, this person, you didn't put your name, but you said, I'm currently 31 at the moment. I am trying to find my path in tech. However, I have grown much interest in product management and design. Learning this has been my thing for the past 6 months. How do I make sure I'm not lost in the crowd? And how do I find my ground and also get seen out there, especially getting involved in projects. Okay, so let me throw this to our speakers. Do we want to answer this? Phoebe, Timmy? So she said, I don't know, this particular person said she's wanting to go into tech, but how does she know that she's not lost in the crowd, and how does she find her ground and also get seen out there, especially in getting involved in projects? Do we have an answer for her quickly?
Okay, should I come in?
Please, you can.
Okay, so truth be told, the industry, especially the software part, it is overpopulated with unskilled people. When I mean unskilled people, I mean those who do not necessarily have the background skills, but they know how to talk. Because communication is very important. So they know how to talk. Like a salesperson, they don't really know how the drug works, but they know how to make sure you buy it. So I think what you should do is to ensure that you can stand strong on your skills first. That's the very first thing that you want to do. Then you should learn how to communicate. Know who you are. That is also part of it, because unless you just be thrown everywhere, why do you want to start anything in technology? Why do you want to move into this place and not be a lawyer? Know your whys. Then know what you can do. If you know that code, you already know that or you already know the parts that you are not going to take. Then if you know you don't like to be in the forefront, there are some places where you would not want to go to too. So that is how you can narrow down your own path. And then I think the project manager can now, I think we have a project manager, they can now help you say, okay, this is what you should learn as a project manager, and then you'll be able to get into the industry. But make sure you know what you are doing first, and make sure you know why you are doing what you are doing, because that also keeps you motivated.
All right. Thank you so much, Timmy. Know your what and your why, right? You shouldn't just say, oh, I'm going into tech because of the money. Believe me, you'll be amazed. So money should not be your core priority, right? You should know your what and your why. And speaking from a product management perspective, you want to go into product or project management. Like Timmy already said, know your what and your why. So it's going into, like, just so you know, the market is saturated, really. The field is everywhere, but still that shouldn't discourage you, right? When you know your what and your why, I mean, believe you me, you would thrive. So know your what. And also I would advise that you start out with ebooks. If you can get your hands on ebooks, you should read books on product management, how to start out as a product management. Look out for mentors and people that are really thriving in this field. Look out to them. What are they doing? What have they done? If they're up for mentoring, reach out to them and involve yourself in tech communities like Tech for Dev, right? And also take courses. Tech for Dev always have their Women Techsters Bootcamp. You can always, sign up, and it's for free. It's for free. So yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Simi. We've answered that question. So this question is for Timmy or Phoebe. You can answer. From Diana. Diana said, what are the most used tools and language that a beginner data analyst should know so they can be able to land their first job? From this question is from Diana from Uganda. So Phoebe or Timmy, you can answer this.
Okay, let me answer this. So from my own perspective, I think the basic tools that you need as a data analyst is to have skills in Excel and SQL. So by the time you've mastered these two, because most companies, when they're interviewing you for jobs, they interview you inside SQL. So I think I've just had maybe just one company interviewing me with R. So master these skills, know how to communicate with your relational databases, know how to do basic or even advanced analysis using Excel. And then when you're very comfortable with that, you should also be comfortable with data visualization skills. When you have those three, then you can now say, okay, let me pick a programming language, either Python or R. So Python is a more common language, but R is a more data intuitive language rather. So it's you just thinking of the two. You can learn both, but my advice would be have your Excel skill, have your SQL skill in check, and then pick a data visualization to learn it, and then you can keep growing from there.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Phoebe. Thank you so much. Learn your data skills. Thank you so much. So quickly, we have another question. Our time is fast spent from Alista Asikon. She said, are there any certain hindrances? Are there certain underrated hindrances to effective learning and practice that you have personally encountered or that some other persons has encountered? And then how could tech leaders eliminate or manage these hindrances? Any of our panelists want to answer that question? How could tech leaders eliminate or manage these hindrances? Simi, Phoebe, Jokotade, do you want to answer that question?
I think because of the question is like it's not well direct. What are the
Okay.
hindrances that
She
you're
said,
facing?
what are the
Okay.
underrated hindrances to effective learning and practice that you have personally? Okay, I believe she's trying to ask, what are your, what's hindered your learning process, right? The various tech field, what are the challenges per se that you faced, right, while learning? And then how can you eliminate or manage these challenges? I believe that's what
Okay,
she's
so coming as a what did I face as a designer at first? So I think when I was learning, I think where I started learning, I think that part where I learned, they didn't really teach me much. So I think that one really affect me. But on my own, I have to struggle to able to learn. So I think as a leader now, I think it's best for making ourselves open. I think this is another opportunity for us coming in here, making ourselves open so that people also learn. These are the just these are what um we want to help junior designer coming up now. Like, okay, if you are learning, you can't just focus on one learning. You have to be open. You can't just say you want to learn that teaching you are in a particular school that teaching you this. Don't just stay in that school that teaching you. You need to explore more because you never know, they may not cover up what you learn. So what our advice now is just for you to yeah, you are in a school. I know that the school can be so much, but don't stay on that. You have to be versatile. You have to move out there and learn more about your skill. Maybe you're learning about your product design. They're teaching you in this school, they're giving you a curriculum. Don't stay there, just move ahead and also learn from other designer out there. Okay, what are the tools you use to learn? And also YouTube is very, very important to you. Yeah, YouTube will help a lot, especially if you want to know, you don't know about some skills, like if you want to use Figma as starter, you have to just follow up with Figma. You're able to know that all those tools out there too that you want to learn. So just go to YouTube and you also learn. So those are the things that really helped me.
All
Yes.
right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jokotade. And so addition to what Jokotade said, for somebody like maybe you're trying to start out, number one thing, your passion should be there. Just like what Timmy said, to know your what and your why. Your passion should be there. That would actually help you start that journey. So if, for instance, a challenge for you might be maybe you don't have a laptop, right? You can always start up with something, your phone. You can use that to, join some classes and learn from there. If that passion is there, believe me, and believe you me, you would be surprised at how it will take you. So our time is fast spent, fast spent. Okay, so from Esther Olaboye, Timmy, I would want you to answer this question. She said, I'm a plant scientist and a biotechnologist who has interest in molecular biotechnology and bioinformatics and have basic knowledge on bioinformatics. Please, is there a community of aspiring bioinformaticians which I can be part of in order to master these skills?
Okay, so these fields you are talking about, they are not fields that you can just pick from anywhere. So what I do, the training I do is one-on-one, at least at the moment. But I know there is GeoMark, but I don't know. I think they are in person and they are in Oyo State. I don't know if they have anywhere in Lagos, but I know GeoMark is an organization that holds these things. But any other group or all those things, I don't know. So my training is one-on-one. Mine is research, and yeah, you can always send a message if you need help.
All right, thank you so much, Timmy. So Phoebe, I think this person is addressing the question you answered. So the person was saying, which from R and Python is recommended? Which of this language is recommended? from R and Python?
This is actually a question that in the data community, especially there's this. So really, I would just say, well, now if I give you an answer, it's my personal choice, R for me, because I feel it's more intuitive. Like it's created for data. So you can do, it's not like you can't do it with Python, but it's just more intuitive. There are things you would just directly, maybe a line of code to just solve the problem. With Python, you may have to code maybe 2 or 3 more lines to solve the same problem. So those tiny, tiny disparities, but at the end of the day, it's choice and then the company you're working with. Presently, where I'm working with is more Python inclined. So it's possible that if you're working with a company that are inclined, you will be forced to have to learn R. So another advice, just be open to learning both, but I think both are good. It just depends on what you're doing, where you're working, and your interest.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. So this question is directed to you, Jokotade. So you'd respond very quick. This person said, for product design, how do you know the flow paths to follow? Because there are so many things to learn and sometimes it gets confusing. One person is telling you to focus on design and another person is telling you to focus on the theory part. So in very few words, how or what advice would you give to this person, Jokotade, quickly?
Okay, so the advice I'll give to her, I understand how design can be so wide and the whole thing. So what I'll just do is it depends on the company you are, because some company will give you some instruction, but the best practice is I use this design thinking. That's also as a guide for me. So with design thinking, is a 5 method which you just you empathize, you ideate. So those are the things. Just learn this design thinking method is what I use, and I think it's like a guide for me, so I don't have to worry. I know that if I want to empathize with user, each under the empathize with user, I know that I have to carry out some research under it. So I know if I want to define with the user, I know okay, after collecting my research, this is what I will do. Then the ideate part, the ideation part. So once you can follow it, what will I do here? So I think that's really helped me. I don't have to look lost again. So with that, I design thinking. That just use there are a lot of other methods, but for me, that's what I just use. So once I did prototype and test, so each method is what I just use.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you. So our time is fast spent. So this is the end of the Q&A section. Other questions are, how do I learn UI UX design? How do I learn data analysis? And Favor is going to answer that question for us because we have other initiative under Tech for Dev in charge of that. So thank you so much once again, Tech for Dev. Thank you, amazing panelists, for your wise advice and all. Thank you so much. Over to you, Favor.
Thank you so much, Mary Jane and Phoebe, Timmy, Joko Tade. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm looking all white in my background right now. You people have to pardon me. I did learn a lot from this session. It stuck with me when Timmy said you always have to learn. And another thing that you need to compare is also the complexity of where you work. So there's a question in the chat that I feel like if I don't take, Promise is going to like watch me right now. So she says that there are a lot of I'm into UI UX design. I'm learning on my own, but I'm not feeling it. I really want to start as an intern somewhere. What and what should I do? What and what do I need to start as an intern? I don't have a portfolio yet. And I think that's quite questionable because at the end of the day, the only way you can show people that you are learning is if you can show something that you've worked on. And unlike product managers, I feel like as a product designer, UI UX, you can just pick something and replicate. Mary Jane mentioned something around cloning WhatsApp. I go online and I just see works like, okay, I played around with the Netflix design, rate my skills 1 to 10. This is just me saying that I don't see any reason why you are not putting work that you've done. And another thing I would like to speak on is how important learning as a community is. While everybody say go and watch YouTube videos, it might not be as easy as it seems because there might not be encouragement, there might not be this drive, there might not be this push. compared to when you're learning as a pair, when you know that okay, we come together and everyone is learning at the same time. So look out for communities that do something similar. I know that for the Women Techsters program, we offer training, and not only that, we have like a vibrant community where we drop opportunities. But at the same time, I have an issue with the fact that you say you've been learning, but you do not have a portfolio. I think you should start small, start working on something, and maybe I'll just give Jokota the 30 seconds to maybe provide additions to that since it's in line of UI UX. So hi Jokota, just few tips. She wants to start as an intern somewhere, and she doesn't have any portfolio yet. So just anything you can just say to her as well. Thank you.
So there's no how they want to see what you can do. So that portfolio is very, very important. You can easily as a designer, you just don't just go into design. I think you should just have passion for it. You just say you just want to design something, but having that passion for it. So once you have the passion for it, you can easily pick a application. You have to see a problem in the application before you even redesign it. Because I may be using WhatsApp. I feel that WhatsApp is not giving me a particular function, or I want it to maybe I want to be seeing my tattoos in a particular way. And you as a user, I feel that this is the best way. Don't even feel also because you have to also know what also you're a part of the user too, so you also feel what they're also feeling. I also have to I ask other people to also understand what they're also feeling. So once you can understand it, then you can design, because they will ask you why okay, yeah, why do you not do this? Because you can't just say, oh, just create a UI. They will ask you the reason why behind all those things. So once you understand, have passion for it, it's very, very important. Then make sure that you're solving a problem. Your user is not like you're come and make a fancy design. Let it be solving a problem, then you can also make it fancy. Yeah.
Thank you so much to our amazing panelists and moderator. Thank you so much, Mary Jane. Hi, Phoebe, Jokotade, and Timmy. I saw Timmy and Mary Jane before today, but this is my first time seeing Phoebe as well as Jokotade. It's so nice to put faces to these names. Thank you so much once again for part of it. We took a lot of time in the panel session, and you ladies have quite a very busy schedule, and I really would not want to keep you on the call extending beyond time. But I just need to address questions around where they can access training, access skills. So for the Women Textiles program, I have seen a lot of comments on when will the fellowship be held, when will the boot camp be held. So for people that are new to the call, we have 5 different programs under the Women Textiles Initiative. The Open Day, which we are doing now, and this is like the first contact with professionals where you get to learn from them and see if there's something that resonates with you. So for instance, you are someone that have a background in health and you're like, do I just drop my degree because I want to become a data analyst? There's always like an intersection between these skills and what you already have. What you need to do is identify what you want to do and find a way to just intersect it into it. I did public health, and I know that so far I have like a background in data analysis, and I know how much data is to drive informed decisions in the health sector. So enough of the health. If you're someone that in the fashion space, you enjoy seeing things beautiful, you can have this weird passion for design. You just see this interface and you're like, okay, this can look better. Why are they putting red on pink? It just doesn't add up to me. So I'm just saying that there's always this little interest that is there to explore. Sincerely, there's always that interest for you to explore. There's some people that before you make them class captains, they want to be one. Situation that they have. They want to be on top of every situation. Explore project management, IT project management, product management. There's just always something that you can fall back on if you're someone that you're finding it very, very hard to make decisions. What career path you want to go for. So maybe after this meeting, you might want to just go back and just examine how your life has been so far. What are the things that interest you? I'm not going to say everybody, please go and code. Never. I myself, I said it. I don't think I want to. I'm not discouraging anybody on the call right now. And I'm not saying that, okay, we have 2 data analysis people on the call. Please go and do data. Someone asks now, is it R or Python? And there's someone that is struggling with Excel. Please, at your own pace. And at the same time, let it be something that you're interested in. Please. So take that assignment to go back and examine your interests and align it into what career that you would like to go with. And don't say that you have to let go of what you've done. There might really just be an intersection. So that's just like a take home, and that's like a brief description of the open day. Then the next stage is the Women Textiles Bootcamp. It is a 3 week training, beginners friendly. So that is where you come to class and we say, what is Excel? That's where you come to class and we say, okay, this is how to do column A plus column B. It's as basic as possible. And all our trainings under the Women Techsters program are free. Currently, the application is not out. We still have a batch in class. That's for 3.5. And there's been like a bit of delay with the application. But as soon as it is out, it will hear on all our social media platforms. Then the third program is the Women Techsters Fellowship, which is a once in a year program and it's 6 months long. Mary Jane is an alumni of that program, and we amazing. She's an alumni, and we currently will be graduating 1,600 fellows next month. They just completed training, and a new application will be out as well. Then we have the Women Techsters Tech Edge Drive is our advocacy branch. We believe that you act based off the information that you have. So we've taken it upon ourselves as organizations to go to schools, secondary schools, to speak to girls there to say that there are no restrictions to the career paths that you can explore. You see people and they just ask them, do you want to be a doctor or a lawyer? Sincerely, there are more to it right now. And I feel like if most of us have known these things earlier on, I think that it would have helped us make certain decisions. There is no restriction to this career path. There are different things that you can explore. We don't have just engineers, nurses, and lawyers. So we just go there to create awareness on the different career paths that they can explore in tech. So we have like advocacy visits and sometimes we run workshops for them as well. Then we have the final one, which is the Women Techsters Masterclass. So after all our training activities, we come around every month to say that, okay, in the data analysis field, what is the new thing? What's the new edge that someone has over another person? What is something that you need to know to stand out? So it's just like a continuous learning phase. Then we bring someone on board to just say that, okay, our fellows are still on SQL. Please, we want them to start to move to Python. So we run like a 3 days training for them to say that, okay, this is a topic that we feel like you need to have that skill in your pocket to be able to like get the best of opportunities out there. So that's just like a brief run through of the Women Techsters program. And an amazing benefit of it is that we have like an active community that you can be a part of. We have ladies across 22 African countries and more. Recently had a graduate from India, very as weird as it sounds. She reaches out, share the impact of the community, mentorship as well. It's very, very easy to do things as a team. You can win as a team, you can learn as a team. When you just see people that have like the same passion and the same desire as you are, it makes you more encouraged to do things. So you can follow our social media page. You can reach out to me for any questions, and I'll also drop the social media handles for both Phoebe, Mary Jane, Jokotade. You can connect to them. Please, I'm not saying you go and bug their DMs. They are really busy people. But I believe that based off this session, they will be as lenient as possible to answer questions that come across them. But don't say that they've not responded to me in 1 week. I will not message them again. Please, we have to like bring it. Seeing them here is like a miracle for me if I want to be very, very sincere. So as much as possible, let's also be very mindful and demure in the way we go about that. So I on that note, I already said thank you to Mary Jane. I already said thank you to everyone. You people did amazingly well. And thank you, Timmy. Thank you. That was a whole lot of detail. I feel like you gave your heart into everything. Thank you so much, everyone. And we are exactly on the time when we're meant to end the call. So we're just going to take a quick social media session. So this is how we do it. We encourage ladies on the call, as many as possible, to turn on their videos so that we can see them and we can take like a group picture together. So if your video is on right now, don't turn it off. Phoebe, I can see you giving me side. Don't turn off your video. Mary Jane, Jokotade. So we'll have other ladies join us on the call. Then we can take the picture together. So ladies, as much as possible, please turn on your videos. It'll be nice to see our faces. Let me see. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So let me expand the screen to take more people. But please let us all turn on our videos so that we can take our pictures. I can't quite find that setting now. I think we have more of shy people. You people that have been disturbing me in the comment section, now you don't want to turn on your video. I'll start calling names. So you enjoy seeing other people, right? Anyways, that's fine. So we don't have so much time. So Esosa, I forgot to introduce Esosa. Esosa is our digital media associate at Tech for Them, and we've kept on the call with us since morning. Esosa, hi. Hope you had fun with us.
Yeah, I did. I did. I also
And your yeah did not sound like it.
no, I did because obviously I'm also a content writer who transitioned to UX writing and technical writing. So I was also on the verge of having to wanted to code, thinking that I could leave content writing completely and just focus on coding. But then I realized that there are other writing tech skills that you can actually implement or intersect with content writing. So I didn't need to completely stop content writing. I just transitioned into this role. So yeah, I've enjoyed myself so far, even if I'm not going into data and all those things, all those confusing things.
We're running. Amazing. Thank you so much, Esosa, for sharing that. It means a whole lot. So, Esosa, you can just take clips of us on the call for publicity, as many as possible. Please let's show our tips. Let's say cheese. Let's say cheese. I'm expecting more people to turn on their video, but I mean, Blessing, Inika, Comfort, Folusho, Catherine, Maureen, Velma, Diana. It would have been nice to put faces to these names, but at the same time, we need to round up on today's session. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. So, are we good?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm just saying, not everybody turned on their camera.
Well, we're shy. Just take it as we're shy. We are shy. We're shy. Don't mind us. Okay. On that note, thank you so much, Phoebe, Jokotade, Timmy, and we've come to the end of the Women Techsters Open Day September edition. Thank you for bringing your unique experiences on the call. Thank you for making our time to impact the next generation of tech leaders. We really do appreciate you doing this. And this is us saying that you have an amazing evening, and we look forward to future engagement with you because it has been fun and interactive. Thank you so much, Phoebe. And Phoebe, there was a comment from you. We're proud of Hausa. Just to confirm, you're Hausa, right?
No, I'm not Hausa. I'm just from North Central.
North Central. What state
Yes,
specifically?
Plateau State.
Plateau State.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Phoebe, for joining. Thank you. And do enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye.